Good morning and welcome to another Parker Adams boat sales video. Today we're going to do another boat walkthrough and we've got this Chris-Craft 248 to show you. Now you can probably tell we're sat here in the middle of the River Hamble. We're on the Parker Adams boat sales pontoon. You probably noticed it as you're coming out the River Hamble, just opposite the Harbour Masters pontoon, between Hamble Point and the Harbour Masters pontoon, you've got the Parker Adams boat sales pontoon. Fantastic opportunity to showcase the boats that we've got for sale. If you're passing, always give us a wave. We're often here showing customers the boats. So let's move on with this Chris-Craft. So we've got a 2001 Chris-Craft 248. It's powered by a Volvo Penta petrol engine. It's the GXI, which is the fuel injected version, and it's a fantastic little boat. It's also presented in really, really nice condition, and it's been upgraded with several things over the years to make it still look really, really fresh and new and really belie the age of 2001. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to step on board the boat straight away and show you some of the features and benefits, particularly around the transom area. Right, so first off, just on this side here, you have a transom shower. We're in the middle of a little mini heat wave here in the UK, and so the idea of having a swim off the back of the boats was very appealing. And of course you have a transom shower here, very easy to get access next door to the bathing ladder. So if you do have a swim, you've got very easy access to a bathing ladder. It's a 3-step bathing ladder, so it's nice and deep, and you can get straight out the boat there with good handholds there onto the cleat. The other thing to point out on the transom is a Waterskiing Tow Hook. So if you are having water ski, you don't need to rig up any sort of bridle systems around the cleats. You can use the Waterskiing hook, and you've also got an auxiliary engine mount here. Now, quite a lot of boats do have auxiliary engine mounts situated on the stern. What's really nice about this one is it's one of the ones that actually moves into the water as well. So not only can you store the outboard out the water here, you can pull the lever here and lower it down. So it doubles up as a safety feature. So if you were to ever have a problem at sea with one of the engines, or the engine, then you're able to lower the outboard into the water and use that as an auxiliary. So I'm now going to step through into the main cockpit area. You've got a nice transom gate here. So if you wanted to close this off, so for children access, you make sure that this is enclosed area. You close that off there, nice and secure. So let's bring the camera on board and I'll show you around the cockpit. So we're now at the rear of the Chris-Craft, and one of the things I want to draw your attention to is the amount of storage space on this boat. It's really fantastic. If you lift up this, you don't have to scrabble around to get access to a locker that's underneath, or it's got a slim, small door. Right at the top, you've got a large, big access locker. All the covers we've put in there at the moment. There's even enough space probably to put a couple of stand-up paddle boards in there. Of course, they would be deflated. So I'll close that down there. If I sit down at the back here now, you've got enough space, I would say, to get 5 people sat around the table. You've got speakers here, so you've got your music into the cockpit. You've got battery isolators just down here. Everything on this boat is really sensibly placed. Quite a lot of times battery isolators, they're again hidden underneath tables. They're really nicely located just there. And if I now move back up here, I'll show you more of this end of the boat. So here we are in the Helm Seating area, and again, talking about the features of this boat, something really nice that you quite often only see on little bow riders is the ability to pull the seats out and lay down. So this has got it here. So these seats actually separate out and create a really nice big sort of L-shaped sunbathing area at the back. The other nice thing as well is that you can lift the seat up, move it forward, so if somebody wants to be a little bit closer to the wheel when they're driving, you can use it for that as well. So it's a really nice feature. In terms of space here, you've got another area here for probably 2 or 3 people to sit down, and a double bench seat here. Even some boats don't, big Targa 38s for example, have a single helm seat here. And I always think it's really nice to have your partner sitting next to you when you're driving along. So on this Chris-Craft 248, you've got the option 2 people here and another 2 or 3 just to your side. So in the cockpit area here, you have this sideboard area. You have 3 nice stands there for your beers, a cutout area here that you can put things so they won't slide away. But what's really neat about this is just concealed in here is an absolutely vast locker space. Now there's fenders in there, ropes in there, loads and loads of space. And the thing that I can think of that as being most similar is on a sailing boat, when you lift up one of the seats and you have those great big deep lockers. That really is huge. It goes right the way to the side of the boat and then further down. So really brilliant storage on this boat for all things power cables, fenders, ropes, anything that you can think of would be able to be stuffed into there. Okay, so I'm sat down here at the helm position. It's a really nicely laid out helm position, and you can see up there is a Raymarine Chartplotter that's been upgraded in the last few years, so the boat comes with built-in Chartplotter. Everything here, it's all very functional: bilge pump, courtesy lights, nav lights, your horn. But most importantly, when people are looking for boats like this, they always ask us the question now, does it have a bow thruster? And the answer to this is yes. So it's got one of the slipness side power bow thrusters fitted, and it's a really nice powerful one. So if I operate it there, you can see the bow moving out very, very quickly. It does make handling these sort of boats in a breeze, perhaps a wind that's blowing you off the pontoon, really, really easily. Trim tabs are just here, really nice and handy, and your throttle position is in a really nice position just here, so you can comfortably have a hand on the steering wheel and a hand on the throttle. Everything's here. There's also a VHF down here, easy accessible, and there's a charged fire extinguisher there as well. So as you can tell, I'm down in the engine bay, and this next to me is the Volvo Penta 5-litre GI engine. Now, the first thing that strikes you when you lift up the engine bay, which is hydraulically operated, so you just press a button and the hatch comes up, is the fact that everything's really nicely laid out down here. Lots of space. You've got a holding tank there, which operates from the toilet, and it's a vacuum flush toilet, which is also freshwater. Freshwater is quite important because on a lot of these pipes, when they're saltwater pipes, you end up getting a really nasty smell. When saltwater sits in the pipes over a few weeks of not using the boat, you don't get that issue on a freshwater flush toilet. The batteries are nice and easy to access there. You've got your mains charger here, you've got your water heater here, and you've got your water tank. So everything really nice and easy to access. The engine itself has just been serviced, so that's just been done and ready for the rest of the season. There's only had one outing since it's been serviced, so the oil is lovely and fresh. And that's about it to talk to you about this. So really good engine, good performance, and everything really nicely laid out down here. The engine hatch is a hydraulic engine hatch, so you just press a button on the dashboard and the engine hatch comes up and comes down. It's very easy to access and lots of space. Nice clean condition down here. You can see just above me here is the anchor light. That's stored really, really neatly in there. It's a good idea, that, because we're on a boat where you don't have a radar arch, where you've got a fixed point to have an anchor light. You don't want to have an anchor light that's out all the time because it might get knocked. So good storage position there. Again, just shows how well thought through this boat is in terms of storage. So I've now come down below, and what strikes you when you walk down below is that the owner has spent probably a small fortune on upgrading all of the mattresses around here. So this area here is made up of a 3-piece mattress, and it's a really big, deep mattress set. Often this area is made up into a bed by using the thin seat cushions, which are fairly uncomfortable to sleep on. But this is a really, really nice area with a big, deep mattress. This would be very, very comfortable. Loads and loads of space here. Up on the sides, you've got space that you could put drinks up there, you could put books up there, good use of space there. You've got an additional couple of speakers here, lighting up in the ceiling, and then 2 courtesy lights at the end. So if you wanted to read in bed at night, you've got courtesy lights there. You've also got 2 vents on either side here that pop up. It's quite nice actually on boats. Sometimes those are clear vents, which, whilst it's good for letting in light, when they get older, quite often they can get quite cracked. So these are just white, and they let in still loads and loads of light, but you don't have the cracking issue. So they still look fresh and just like the day they were put in there. So good use of space here, and a really good sized bed area. The galley section here, you've got a fridge underneath, you've got a microwave on the top, you've got a cutlery drawer here, which has even got lots and lots of red cutlery, so it matches the hull wrap, so it's all very, very smart. And you've got a sink here with hot and cold pressurised water. Everything you need here to prepare a quick meal, snack when you're sitting at anchor, or going away somewhere for the night. In terms of locker space, again, there's a really nice big deep locker here. We've got a great space here to put your plates, cutlery, crockery, and there's lots and lots of glasses there. So nicely thought out. Again, lots of space, lots of locker area. Just push that drawer to there, and it closes up. So I'm now in the heads compartment, and it's a nice size in here. What you've got is you've got a pressurised hot and cold water tap here, and then you've got a shower attachment that lifts up. What you don't have is you don't have full standing height, but if you wanted to shower, then this room is designed as a completely wet room. So you've got a drain in the floor down here, and you'd be able to shower here while sitting on the toilet. Just to identify a bit more about the toilet is a freshwater flush toilet, and it's a vacuum operated one. So you don't need to pump the lever, you just put your foot on the button and the toilet sorts the rest out. You've got storage facility here underneath the sink. And the other thing that I just want to draw your attention to on this boat is, I don't know, I haven't seen the receipts for it, but the wall lining looks like it's been replaced at some point in the boat's life. The wall lining is absolutely immaculate. That's all around the ceiling linings, the wall lining in here. It all looks pretty much brand new. So I think that will have been replaced at some point, but I haven't seen receipts for it, but I'd be very surprised if that's original. So in here, really, really clean. You've got a toilet, you've got a light above you here, and everything that you need in a heads compartment. So I'm just now at the rear section, and what really strikes me here is how open this area is. On quite a lot of boats you end up with this bed is sort of tucked inside a little cubby hole, or you have to go around a corner and it's very, very enclosed. On this Chris Craft you've got this really nice floating step and lots of space here. So if you have people sleeping at the back here, and I would say this is ideal for putting a couple of children at the back. Parents can be sleeping up here, keeping an eye on the children, but there's loads and loads of light. So you've got a big window here that goes out into the cockpit, lots of light and lots of space here. And I really like the fact that it doesn't feel so enclosed as some. You've got a control panel here, so all of your controls here for your 240 system, your outlets, refrigerator, your heater, battery charger, microwave, everything is here. You've also got a twin 240 volt power supply here, and then a radio head unit there, which supplies the music for the two zones, which is the cockpit area, and also down below in the saloon. So that concludes the walkthrough down below. I'll just go back up onto the top and show you a little bit more around the decks and then conclude the video. Hope you've been enjoying it so far. Please do remember to like and subscribe to our channel. Hopefully you've got this far into the video. If you liked it so far, just like the channel. It's really great to get our subscriber numbers up and show you more of these walkthrough videos. So we've just come back in from doing some drone footage on this boat, and what I'm going to do is post a link to the drone footage just on the video here. Do have a look at that, it looks fantastic going along. So what I want to do just to finish off the video is just show you a few things about the boat from this side. So what you'll notice about the boat is that it doesn't have side decks. The reason they do that is to maximise the internal space, and of course the access to get onto the bow for your ropes to operate the anchor, etc., is just through the window there. So the window opens up, you step up from the door. The door's got moulded steps in it, and then onto the front here. You do have guardrails all the way around, so you've got good secure handholds when you are walking forward, and of course a good space to put fenders. Quite often these boats, the guardrails can be quite low, it's hard to put fenders on, but here it's really nice and easy. You've also got a space here to put a horseshoe life buoy, so if you want to add one of those, you've got that there, and then you've got a anchor opportunity and also a flag on the front. So that's pretty much it for this Chris Craft 248. It's a fantastic boat, and one of the other things about it that I should have mentioned earlier is the covers. Brand new tonneau cover, a brand new overall cover, and I'm just going to show a couple of the photographs of these covers up at the moment, just to see that they're really, really tight. In fact, I think we were the first people to take them off when we took them off to do the photographs. So everything brand new on this. The hull wrap was also done last year, is in very, very nice condition and has really modernised the boat. So that's it for this Chris Craft 248. It's a lovely boat. We've been out, we used it. It's nice, powerful, good performance, and it will make a really, really nice family cruiser. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe to the Parker Adams Boat Sales channel. We look forward to seeing you on the next video.